Hey guys, welcome to Dave's Nano Tanks. Yes, I changed the name back to Dave's Nano Tanks. It was Dave's Reefing Addiction for a while. Reason I did that, I have a 100-gallon tank, so not really a nano, but everybody, by popular demand, requested I change it back. So here I am. And let's see what happened this month. Hey, tank still looks great. Lots of things are going well. But I want to talk about the community this month. I'll leave the tank on so you have something to look at. But I hit my 1K subs. And can't believe it. I really can't believe I hit 1K. Now, most of you guys know me from the live streams. The first live stream I was very active in was Rico's Reef Tank. A lot of you guys know Rico's Reef Tank. If you don't, get over there and check out one of his live streams. Hit that subscribe button because you're not going to miss what goes on in those live streams. Lots of great information. And we're even doing giveaways on Sunday. Other reefers will come in with some extra equipment that they have. Sometimes it's new items. And we just make some kind of raffle and give stuff away. So, but you'll take away a lot more information-wise. Everybody wins. So other than Rico, let's see, Reefing Community Worldwide is Paul. He's over in the UK. I'm on his live streams a lot. Let's face it, I'm on everybody's live streams. Michael Aaron, RodderTube Reef. A lot of these guys have great live streams. I even was on Mass Aquarium's live stream this week. Mike's a great guy. I met him through Rico. It all goes back to Rico. But having a great time in this community, and you all just came together and got my sub count up, which is great. And just really wanted to thank each and every one of you. Anybody who's looking for a sub, come in and leave a comment. Say that you subbed me. I try to sub back to most of you guys. If I miss you, I'm sorry, and I will find a way to get you. So for those of you new to this channel, this is my 100-gallon mixed reef tank. I built it from pieces of glass that I actually acquired. I acquired some half-inch glass. I only had to cut 2 of them and then polish the edges on the 2 cuts and glued it all together with some ASI aquarium sealant, silicone, black silicone. And I've got the whole thing documented. If you're into DIY or tank building, I tried to document as most of it as I could. It's hard to run a camera and be productive, so you know, some of it I didn't get, but you get the basic idea. So in this tank, things have been doing well. Running Fritz salt, Fritz 2-part, plus the magnesium. I have Miracle Mud down in the sump. I use fuel additive, and I even feed with Reefroids. That's the bulk of what I do. Also, I add, on a weekly basis, I add some Kalkwasser to my ATO. And I had a little issue this week that when I was filling up the reservoir for the ATO, it stirred up some of the slurry that was at the bottom of the ATO. And right at that point, it called for ATO. So it shot the slurry into my tank. The tank handled it pretty well, surprisingly. So I had one issue. One of my corals kind of didn't like it, and it's still on the fence. And if we get to that, I'll point out which one it is. But it's holding its own. It didn't die completely, and I think it'll bounce back. I also found out this morning I don't see my cleaner wrasse in there. So he's either jumped out and maybe the cat found him before I did, or the anemone ate him. Not quite sure what happened, but I looked through the tank pretty well. I didn't see him anywhere in there. So yes, I could. Usually I would be going, that's a coral, and that's this kind of coral, and that's that kind of coral, and you know, you can look back at another update. You can see all of that. Maybe next month I'll try to name everything as I go. But as you can see, the tank is growing and doing well. And I owe most of that to all of the community talks in the live stream. People saying, hey, watch out for this or try that. and you start to get a feel for it after a while, and you learn what's going to work for your tank, which is the main thing you need to understand. That you can get 5 good ideas. They may not all be suited for what you're willing to do and what your tank can handle. So that's about the best advice I can give anybody is learn your tank and take advice, but don't take everything you hear to heart. And since we're got to this point in the video, let me tell you about my new love for Acroporos and SPS corals. I've had them, and they sat in there doing nothing, and a few months ago they all just started to wake up. I think the tank came of age, and I implemented a few things like the Miracle Mud fuel and so forth, and I'm really enjoying seeing the growth on them. They're basing out, they're branching, they have polyp extension. These little nubs that I picked up from the LFS on frag plugs are all growing into something else. And some of the things that I had that were actually doing okay are just doing even better. So, you know, if you're a new reefer, you got to give your tank a little time and just try to keep everything alive in the beginning and work on keeping your water stable. That's something you'll hear most people say. But I just kind of go through and point, you know, take little things. And these videos are great for me too, because if I look back at this, next month comes and I can look back at this month and say, oh, okay, that's where I had that and it's doing well. And, you know, there's just so many things that you can do you can learn from making YouTube videos. You know, even if you just want to put a video up and take some YouTube music and lay it over the top, or talk about it, aim, shoot. Don't pay attention to the Aiptasia. That one right there. Yeah, we'll get that guy. But, you know, even if you don't want to be a YouTube creator, so to speak, there's a lot of benefits to taking weekly or even monthly videos and just using it as a big cloud, you know. So, yeah, I'm really happy with my tank. Oh, fish are doing a lot better. I had a little problem with flukes. I haven't seen any problems with that yet. So, and there's the yellow Watchman Goby. He's not yellow anymore again. But I'm showing you those 2 new little mushroom frags I bought. And it's the simple things. Look how gorgeous those are. So thanks for watching. And thanks to all the new subs. And I'll see you next week or next month. But I'm going to try and get a video out once a week, I think.